Hey guys, welcome back. I think we're live. Happy Monday, guys. Hope your Monday's treating you well. Through the magic of the local pharmacy, I'm feeling a little better. I'm a little under the weather today, but yeah, I got some magic cold pills and I feel much better. I had a really great Monday, guys. I hope yours was too. Happy Groundhog Day and all that. Our local groundhog says we're almost over with winter. If you believe silly little rodent things, well, then I'm gonna say I'm gonna believe it, just because. If you guys could let me know if the stream's coming through to you, hopefully the YouTube servers are going to comply. Um, looks like it looks like we're feeding. So definitely some changes in the YouTube feed again, but I think they're for the better. I checked some of the routing and it looked a little funny, but yeah, hey. DJ Redder's here. Hey, Eric. Morwick is here. Hey, Morwick. Thanks again, buddy. Entic is here. Just let me know if the stream's coming through, guys. Hopefully, we're in good shape. I have a pile of stuff again tonight, probably more than what I should. I'm going to try and monitor the chat as best I can. Morwick says, looks and sounds good here. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. I think we're in good shape. Guys, 404 homebrew not found. Not this week. I've got a lager fresh out of the keg. Hasn't had time to clear yet. It's still a little on the darker side, but definitely looking pretty good. Give that a try tonight. I'm pretty happy with it. I snuck a little taste right before the cast, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's too bad we will likely finish it before it gets a chance to age. But perfect. Who we got? We got Leroy here. Hey, Leroy, good to see you. Gregor is here, says hi to all. Hey, Gregor, good to see you. And DJ Redder said the stream is good. And someone is messaging on the imp. I'm guessing it's Morwick. More tacos and beer for life. Guys, you've seen this before. This is the electric imp, just a Nokia 5110 display, and it's hooked to the Wi-Fi that people can send messages on. We crash it every week. We totally destroy this thing every week. Last 2 weeks we've managed to make the text go completely wonky on it. We found some bugs in the code, but hey, whatever. It's fun. It's a neat project. One of these days I'll do a video on it, but we might cover that coming up. Flare1 says cheers. Hey, Flare1, good to see you. Looks like we've got everyone filing in. I did actually share this out on a little bit of social media, but I didn't really go calling on everyone. I've been trying a few things with the G Plus event for this, trying to get it so that it's a little bit more structured. You guys probably already noticed the regulars here, but I set up a circle that I invite directly. And because I can't invite just everyone in like the YouTube circles and stuff like that, because it's just too big, it won't let me. My top YouTube fan circle is now, I don't even remember the number, I think it's like 600 or something, and you can't invite that many people, nor would I really, I guess, want to spam that many people. But yeah, guys, we've got some stuff lined up. I'm gonna try and monitor the chat as we go through, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna take a couple of minutes to set a couple of things up here, because I think I've got them all messed up. It's yeah, it's one of those days. It's a Monday for sure. I'm just gonna close down some stuff and make sure we don't get too many interruptions here. We'll see how it goes. Who else have we got? Williams here. Yo, boys. Hey, William. Survival Tech Nord is here, trying to stay awake. Yeah, sorry, Survival Tech Nord is in the wrong time zone for this cast, but I'm glad you made it. It's really tough to juggle the time so that it works for... well, it's never going to work for everyone. It's just the fact of the matter. But yeah, I'll probably try and do... If we can, we'll maybe try and do an earlier cast for our European friends, Scandinavian friends, and all the rest of them. And I'll probably try and do a later cast for our West Coast friends at some point. But I don't know how we're going to do that yet, guys. I have no idea how we're going to pull this off, but I'm willing to try. Alright, guys, we've got some stuff today. As usual, we're going to do viewer questions throughout. Don't be shy. There's lots of really experienced and smart people in the chat. Tons of resources for any of your electronics and tech questions. And we're going to do some tech news. And a new segment this week. Going to cover a couple of things on 3D printing. And why did that go back? Wrong way. We're going to do some stuff from the community. We're going to do a video of the week. This is new this week, and I'm going to try and feature at least one video a week, but I feature a lot of videos. We're going to do some stuff from the shop this week, from the makeme.org shop, from my workbench. Going to do some sneak peeks. I have a few new things for you guys. We'll see how that goes. We're going to do a tech tip of the week. And at the end, we will do live viewer calls because I'd like to know what you're making. What are you guys out there building, making, tearing apart? What's going on out there? So if you feel like calling in with Skype, my Skype username is right up there. You can add me, and at the end, I'll open up the Skype lines and you can call in live. I think that's it for that. Let's go back to the chat and see what's going on. I like trying to catch up early on and see who's here and what's going on. And Tick said not working. Okay, working now. Yeah, YouTube had some problems with some of the feeds last week. It wasn't on my end. We are at 0 dropped frames so far, so we are streaming pretty good. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Survival Tech Nord said no problem. I'll sleep in tomorrow. Appreciate that. Glad you could make it. And I see a bunch of I can't even open them. Got a bunch of stuff from G Plus notifications, and it was kind of annoying because I can't view them here. And yeah, I'm guessing it can't be too important. We're gonna say it's not. What if you're viewing this and you're wondering where the chat is? This happens every week. If you're not viewing it live on YouTube, if you're on the embedded event page or my website or somewhere else, just click in the top bar of your window and you can link over to YouTube where the live chat is, guys. That's why I check these notifications. Usually there's a few people that have that trouble every week. And yeah, it's one of those things. YouTube's still working through trying to make this work for everyone. All right, guys, let's see what else we got. Carry on a bit here. Some recap from last week. Just really quickly, we had a lot of people in the chat last week. A lot by our community standards. We had a really good turnout. There was lots of good information shared. So it had some really good knowledge on amateur radio and Arduino. And various other topics. Lots of good stuff shared. I won't go over any of the other stuff that I shared out, but at the end of the day, what I found most interesting, what I like most about these live casts is the interaction with you guys and the interaction between you guys. This is why I do it, guys. It's a lot of fun. I had a blast. I have a blast every week. We've got some tech news this week. Last week I shared the Cirrus Pilot, the SR-22. That's a model of aircraft that has its own parachute, and he had to use it off of Hawaii. Well, this came out shortly thereafter that they said he was doing a selfie, but he wasn't. He had a GoPro filming, and he had time before he went down into the ocean that he called some of the family and whatnot. But he also had time to make sure his GoPro was running, and there's some pretty cool footage of it. And at the end of the day, kudos to Cirrus for building that aircraft and putting a ballistic parachute in it that he could walk away from this incident. He was ferrying the aircraft and ran into some fuel problems. It happened when you're ferrying small aircraft across large expanses of water. And yeah, he came out all right. It was pretty cool. Guys, this one I think is new today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the new Raspberry Pi is out, and this is where it gets. This is where I just totally lost on the naming convention of these things. So if I've got this right, please let me know. It's the Raspberry Pi 2 Model B. Let me know if I've got that backwards, but it used to be the B plus and the B, and I can't keep them straight. But regardless, this thing is a lot more powerful than the previous Raspberry Pis, and the coolest thing, in my opinion, they kept the same price point. Good job, Raspberry Pi people. Really, really cool. Just gotta check the comments here real quick. Looks like we're caught up. I think we're pretty good, guys. Let's carry on. Actually, I think Morwick said, I just wish it had SATA. Oh, that's actually a really good point. That would be really cool if it had a SATA port. Doesn't the PC Arduino have SATA? I'm pretty sad because I have one downstairs. I should know this, but I've never used it. Yeah, that would be really cool that you could just fire a hard drive into it, and that would be pretty cool. Guys, the NASA SMAP, the Soil Moisture Active Passive Satellite, launched last week. That's kind of a big deal. It's a really expensive satellite. They're touting it's going to do a lot of cool things, but what I found cool about this is what they didn't publicize or much. Some more CubeSats went up with it. And I'm guessing that sat is probably going to be in a really high orbit. Most of these heavy-duty NASA sats, especially like Earth observing stuff, they're usually in a pretty high orbit. And I wonder whether they were able to launch these cubes into a high orbit too. I don't know a lot about them. There's some details out there. I should mention, guys, before I continue, I took your advice from last week, guys. There is links to most of this stuff, not in the links below, but if you go to the makeme.org, the mkme.org website, I copied and pasted all these, the video links coming up. Don't check them out now, maybe, but later if you're interested in any of this content, because some of the videos are pretty long, but anyway, just FYI, that was a suggestion last week that you guys wanted links to be able to get to this stuff, so I listened. Hopefully it works. Anyway, these CubeSats, pretty cool stuff. I love seeing CubeSats go up, and then you see stuff like this. A company named Spire is planning on launching a constellation of these CubeSats. They're same size as this. Simple 1U CubeSats, and they're going to use these for weather forecasting. And the power of these things talking to each other at ridiculously low cost to deploy and develop. I think this is really an area that's going to change things. It's going to be a game changer. You don't have to spend $18 billion on a satellite anymore. You can put up a whole bunch of small ones in a constellation, and if you lose a few, you're still fully functional. You can still accomplish what you've set up to do. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty excited about that. Guys, this was, maybe it's public knowledge, maybe it's not. the Google Earth Pro software went free. And I just caught this day before yesterday. And I tried it, and the link is on the makeme.org website. And you have to register with Google. And I thought this was a little hokey at first, especially I didn't like the way the URL worked with Google, but Google is funny about their URLs. I didn't trust it. Guys, I did do this. It does work. The software came from Google. I don't detect any malware. You register with them and you get Google Earth Pro now for free. This used to be, I think, was $400 per year, and they made it free. Pretty cool. I thought you guys might like that. I use Google Earth a lot, and yeah, hopefully you guys find that interesting. Guys, Copenhagen Suborbitals. This is a company out of Denmark, and I work with Danes the vast majority of my days, and the parent company I work for is Danish. So I always gravitated towards this company that is building rockets, and on the cheap. And there's one thing I've learned about the Danes. It's a socialist country, and they're very, very highly educated, and they simply don't know failure. They only see things as setbacks. So you get companies like this Copenhagen Suborbitals that are building rockets, heavy duty ones, like people carrying ones. And anyway, long story short, this week they did some more work on the BPM-5 engine that they're developing. It's really, really cool. I think it's an alcohol hybrid engine, if I remember right. Pretty neat stuff. Worth checking out. Guys, I'm just going to check out on the chat and see where we are at. Um, Tick asks, has anyone ever tried the RTL STR DIY kits from China? Tick, I buy all my RTL SDR stuff pretty much from China, and yeah, I don't pay much more than, I don't think I ever pay more than $11 Canadian for them, and I did a whole video on that, if those are the ones that you're referring to. These style SDR kit, it's, you don't even need the kit, you only need the USB dongle and the antenna. I would get the extendable metal antenna, not the little stub ones. The extendable metal actually works pretty good, and I favor this style connector, which is the MCX style connector. I know you won't be able to see that, but it's a little tiny connector, not the big PAL connector. Those are the ones I like. Hopefully they work for you. Can't go wrong for under 20 bucks. Let's see. Morwick said, I think we need to pull down some of the old space junk before we put anything else up. Well, Morwick, that's kind of the beauty of these small satellites. They don't stay up. The big heavy duty sats, yep, they stay up there for a long time, but most of the CubeSat stuff is in a very low Earth orbit, and they don't stay long. There's only a handful that are designed to have a longer mission life and stay up there a while. They come down, burn up, and the odds of anything from one of these coming down and bonking somebody on the head are virtually zero compared to an 18-ton hydrazine tank or something, which is just not cool. Cool. Steven's here. Hey all, a little late today. Hey Steven, good to see you. And I think I am caught up again. Wow, doing pretty good on catching up tonight, guys. Guys, I have to admit, this homebrew is amazing. I did this one, in case anybody's interested, I did this one as a toucan brew. Instead of using a kit and fermentable sugars, I just used 2 kits, so you end up with twice the hops, but you get the same fermentables, and the gravity reading came out perfect, and it fermented down. Used a lager yeast, turned out great, guys. That's my homebrew rant for tonight. Let's see what else we got. Perfect. I think we're in good shape. Let's see what else we got. Pay some bills, guys. Community support. Guys, as you know, the best thing for the channel is people who subscribe and like and share the videos, and I can't thank you all enough for doing this. You guys are amazing, and this is my personal heartfelt thank you to you. I can't say enough. Truly amazed by all the support, and you guys showing up and watching live casts and interacting. It's awesome. If you aren't aware, I do have a Patreon campaign. There's actually a couple people, at least one in here now, that has been a supporter. Guys, this is another way that you can support. If you have an extra $1 a month or whatever you like, you can go to Patreon. The link is down below, and you can sponsor whatever value. You can throw $1 my way, and yeah, it's just another way to support. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. Some 3D printing stuff. By the way, that is the arm that I made. I'm thinking about getting that out. I have another plan of another use for it other than the brain control, but I might just get that back out. I found this one really cool. A lot of publicity on this one. A man regains use of injured hand using 3D printer. Basically, he made this nifty little pivoting mechanism to try and train his fingers to work properly again. But the cool thing about it, it was outside the medical industry. It was he had a problem he needed solved. He couldn't get this equipment through our normal system, so he just made it. And in the articles and stuff, he had some troubles with it. It didn't work as planned, so he just reprinted more, and it's good for him. I love seeing this medical application of 3D printing. I love any of the applications of 3D printing, guys. You know I'm a huge fan of it, and I've run an awful lot of ABS through mine. This one's just, I found neat. FYI, guys, thingiverse.com is where we all download our 3D files for things like CubeSats and whatnot. And I see a lot more really high-end models on there. In this case, this one is a Toyota four-cylinder engine from basically start to finish. And I took a quick look at it, and the detail level is pretty insane. I have to say, some of the educational system, like high school, to get props to show people the inside of an engine and jet engine, whatever, was very cost prohibitive. Now people are able to 3D print them in the classroom. Totally cool stuff. Thought that was pretty interesting. Let's see. Steven said, "Oh my God, you got it finished." I'm guessing that must have been the beer, and I certainly did. It is good. Tick said, "Here's a link to what I'm talking about. Just search eBay for da 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 da." I'm not gonna try and put all that in. Tick, if it's just an SDR, actually, I'll ask. Is it just an SDR dongle like this? Because if it is, you don't need anything fancy. I did a whole video on how to buy these, and don't pay more than $20, whatever you do. There's no need. You can buy them for 10. Perfect, guys. I think I'm caught up again. We are in good shape. Guys, I've got a whole pile of stuff from the community this week. We'll just start through it. Survival Tech Nord, who I think is maybe still with us if he hasn't fallen asleep yet, he did a video response to GorillaCom, which is another channel I subscribe to. I did see the original video on HF, high frequency SHTF, shit hit the fan communications. It's pretty cool to see this go back and forth. It was maybe you don't have to be a doomsday or anything to be prepared for emergencies and stuff. And there's some really good back and forth, good information on communications. Loved it. NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Before I go any further, guys, remember I did link, for those coming in, these are all linked on the mkme.org website. Crazy Engineering, Mars helicopter. I thought this was pretty cool. So NASA's exploring using small helicopters for Mars rovers. And I just dismissed it early on that wouldn't be possible due to the lack of atmosphere, but it's actually not that hard, and they're making flying models in vacuum chambers of these just small, basically RC drone style helicopters, even though I hate that word, but pretty cool stuff. It's a neat way to cross a lot of land on Mars, so I wish them the best of luck. It's going to be neat to see this progress. Guys, if you're not already a subscriber to Adafruit Industries, you probably should be. Wednesday night, they did an awesome Ask an Engineer show. They do them every Wednesday, as well as the live show and tell. I really enjoyed this one. They had a lot of good stuff and some new products. On the topic of the software-defined radios, RTLSDR.com is one of my favorite sites to get updates on all the cool stuff that's being made. And in this week, there was some neat videos shared on how they were using RTLSDR to spy on keyboard inputs. Basically, they just put in a hacked driver that turned the computer into an antenna and just sent out unique RF frequencies for each keystroke, which is not hard to do with a CPU. You just cycle it at a different rate. They're using an RTL SDR and free software that they've given out that you can decode it from whatever distance away. They were in the room next door. Crazy stuff. Forget about keyloggers now. They don't even have to worry about it. Now you can pick it up with RF a lot easier. So pretty cool stuff. Just gonna check on the chat here, guys, real quick. Let's see. Tick said, no, it's a kit that covers 100 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz, 1 to 7 gigahertz. 7 gigahertz that's truly wild. That is up there. Must be real wideband receiver or have some kind of a down converter on it. Pretty cool stuff. M.I. Sperry is here. I am sorry if I butcher your name. I don't know whether it's M.I. Sperry or Miss Perry or M. Isperry, but hey. Tick, if you don't mind, on that RTL SDR question, or in the software defined radio question, can you share the link to that in the makeme.org G Plus community, and I can check that out later. Remember, guys, the comments that you're posting on YouTube, they do go away after this broadcast, so I can't go back and get them. So yeah, cool stuff. What else we got, guys? The Hacksmith, this is a fellow content creator local to me I subscribe to. Did an update on his exoskeleton. He's doing a pneumatic powered exoskeleton. He's been on local TV here, has an awesome YouTube channel. A lot of subscribers, really good stuff. You guys should check it out. VK3YE did more experiments with the low power UHF data transmitter. So he's using these 433 megahertz transmitters, the same ones I have in the Arduino satellite, and pushing them to the limits and doing voice kinds of cool stuff with it. This is what I was looking for early on when I started building the satellite. No one had been doing this. I don't know whether he heard me say that, but he's been pumping out the videos on this. Really cool stuff. Neat to see things used for other stuff. And actually, M.I. Sperry. Perfect. He, excellent. M.I. Sperry is here with us. That's why I had to check the chat. Last week we covered, this is someone that I found on YouTube that the only reason I found him is because he subscribed to me, and I generally try and go back and check out people's channels. Well, he has an awesome channel, by the way, guys, and he did an update video and gave me a huge shout out. Lots of good information. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the shout out, and thanks for the kind words. Love your channel. Love where you're headed. Can't wait to see more. Guys, check out his channel if you're into things like my channel. Our little community, I think, blends extremely well with... we're all part of the same community, guys. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, M.I. Sperry, good to see you. Guys, I'm just going to catch up with the chat because I'm going to see what I missed out on here. 1.7 gigahertz. Well, okay, the 1.7 gigahertz is the same as what these RTL SDR dongles will do. This is good from like 20 kilohertz up to just about 2 gigahertz with the R820T, so... you don't have to share that link then, because that's the same thing I already have. Perfect. Let's see what else. Who else we got? Catlord is here. Hey, Catlord. Cool. Morwick said, I got it to work with the Dragon Wave 11 something point-to-point radios today. 1.3 gigabits a second. Very cool. My Sperry says, look, it's me! And lots of good chat. And Morwick said 11 gigahertz, not 11 gigahertz. I think I followed you, buddy. Cool. Let's carry on, guys. See what else we got. Dennis Baldwin shared a video on the Open Drone Map updates. This is cool stuff if you're into RC and aerial mapping. I'm really excited to see this, particularly because it's open source. But they're able to do some really high detail mapping by stitching together a whole bunch of pictures with GPS data. And I love seeing open source. So I'd like to try this someday when I get my EPP FPV RC plane up and rolling. I think I'd like to give this a try. Guys, another channel, if you're not already a subscriber, the Ben Heck Show. This is a big channel. Awesome electronic stuff. He does a lot of high-end electronic stuff. Some pretty deep projects, more than what I'd tear into. But he's been working on the Raspberry Pi MAME. Pretty cool stuff. I like seeing where this is going, and I get a lot of good ideas from his videos. I'm trying to learn a lot about my video formatting from some of these people, and pretty excited about it. As I'm just going to catch up. Let's see. What have we got? Survival Technor, don't forget to share the chat on your own social media, guys. Cool. All right, let's see what else we got from the community here, guys. Tom Ladinov, I'm not sure whether Tom's with us tonight. I did invite him. He does some amazing videos on a lot of amateur radio and satellite reception, and he's the one who helped me get the Russian Meteor satellite to work when I couldn't get it to decode. Helped me a lot. Did a cool video this week on the NOAA WeatherSat, the NOAA 19. Really neat stuff. I've done a couple of tutorials on this as well, but if you have these RTL SDR dongles, you can indeed receive weather imaging directly to your PC. It's pretty neat. No internet required. This is a channel, I'm not sure whether I shared this before. It's dmerc00. Again, they're all linked on my website, this whole playlist. He's been building an FPV build, a Twin Star build, and I've been following it since the beginning. Does a really good job. If anyone's building a Twin Star with autopilot in the future, they're going to have a play-by-play to build it by. Really detailed videos. Cool stuff if you're into RC or first-person view RC or, yeah, any electronic stuff too. It's pretty cool. Along the lines of RC again, guys, the Alishanmo, again, that'll be linked. This is he's got a big channel, and I've followed him for a long time. And this week he did a coverage of an emergency parachute system for UAVs and multi-rotors, but it's for anything RC or FPV, multi-rotors, you name it. It's a ballistics-powered parachute. And this intrigued me. Now, we're not supposed to fly over populated areas and stuff with any of our RC, and I don't. But there are cases now where people are going commercial with these large hexacopters and quadcopters to do aerial videography. This thing just made sense to me. If you're getting into a bad situation, you push the button and it uses a ballistic charge to blast out a big parachute and parachute the thing to the ground. I think this is a really important product in the future for just public safety. It just makes sense to me. So I thought it was pretty cool. I can't wait to see his future videos on this. Really looking forward to it. Guys, if you're into flight simulators, PDALM, his name is Per. I followed him for years. It's actually one of the people who originally got me to build my Learjet because of his channel. He published a new video, it's first in a long time, of a landing in his Learjet flight sim. Pretty cool stuff if you're into that. Rui Santos, I'm not sure whether he's here, posted a picture. He was doing some ADS-B decoding, which is aircraft location beacon decoding. He gave me a nice shout out and thanks for the video that I made. I did make a tutorial on how to do this and use these cheap SDRs to plot aircraft location. But yeah, it was pretty neat to see a plot of his ADS-B scope working. And he shared that in the G Plus community, guys. Dirk shared more on the ESP8260 Wi-Fi module. This guy is a machine. He's been constantly working on the firmware and the code for these ESP8266 Wi-Fi modules that we can use with any microcontroller or use as standalone. He shared this in our G Plus community, which is linked down below, the makeme.org. He just posted an update right before this cast, so I haven't even checked it out yet. I gotta get playing with these guys. I know some of the people in the chat here have been playing with them. I have not, and I'm just so far behind on it. I need to give this a try. I'm itching to play with it. But yeah, thanks, Dirk. Awesome stuff. I'm just gonna check and see what we got because I know I'm way behind in the chats going by. What have we got? I'm gonna go back a little bit. Catlord said, hello, I'm in the process of converting a Commodore C64 floppy drive into a dual bay enclosed NAS. Have you in the background hearing my name just startled the hell out of me? Oh, cool. Thurk's here. Hey, Thurk, good to see you. Lots of good chat on this crazy project they're building. Tick said Ali does some great FPV stuff. Yeah, man, I totally agree. I love that channel. He does a really good job. He's always got a smile on his face too. I gravitate towards content providers like that. It's pretty cool stuff. Scott Walter says the parachute was spring loaded with an electric burn away wire to let it go. Very cool, Scott. So it wasn't ballistic. It's spring loaded, which makes a lot more sense. And I can't help but think that I want to build one. For my EPP FPV, if I get into long range or longer range, I think I have to build one. I just have to. Why not? I like fail safes, and I like things that we can build. But thanks, Scott, for clearing that up. So it's spring loaded. Leroy said, hey, I missed a lot. I have to catch the beginning of the show later. Yeah, Leroy, no problem. Scott said, I'm sharing my ADSB with sdrsharp.com. Yeah, very cool. Guys, you can share your feed and let it go out into the system so other people can benefit by not needing ADSB decoding without their own SDR. They can watch yours. Let's see what else we got. Jay said, hey, Eric, sorry I'm late, man. Just got back from the hospital. Hey, Jay, good to see you. I did see your message on the imp. I'm back. And actually, Jay, how is your dad? Please let me know. Let's see what else we got here, guys. If you're not already a subscriber of EV Blog, Dave Jones, you probably should get subscribed. Guys, he does videos. I like his mailbag videos and stuff, but truthfully, I don't tend to watch them all. Some of them are a little long for me. But when he does a repair video, I try and make time. I find the time to come back to it and watch the whole thing. I love his repair videos because he doesn't cheat. He doesn't show how easy it is and just cut to the end. He shows the whole process. And in this case, it was a 48-minute video, at the end of which not so much success, as is the case with a lot of electronics, consumer electronics we try and fix. Odds are we're up against it, unless it's LCD monitors and you change some caps. But it was really, really cool. I think you guys would enjoy it. It's a long video, but it's good to see the troubleshooting mindset. Really enjoyed it. Let's see what else we got going on here, guys. What else we got? Jay said my father had a heart attack. Well, geez, Jay, that's not good. He's better, waking up, talking a little, but better than before. Good to hear, Jay. Speedy recovery, sir. Hope your dad does all right. Okay, guys. We are caught up. Video of the week this week, guys. This is new. So, I'll be honest and transparent on this one. I joined a site called FameBit. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Some of the other YouTube content providers probably have. It's a site for collaborators on YouTube to try and basically meet up with each other, and if they have similar channels, maybe they can share. As well, you can get like product placements and stuff, but most of it's just crap in my opinion. But I posted up I said I'd collaborate with people with like-minded channels, and I've gotten, I don't know, it's probably encroaching on the 24 proposals now of other people, and not one of them was anything to do with stuff. Very, very little was anything to do with stuff that you guys would want to see. So I didn't do much with it, but I did get a message from someone named Computing Forever. His channel, it's got a bigger channel than our channel here, guys. I checked it out. He does a lot of tech stuff, and I think he might be based in Ireland. Sorry if I get this wrong. The first video I clicked on was this How Technology Inspires Me, because I like being inspired, and I watched it twice immediately. It's a 7-minute video. Guys, you will love it. I think some really, really good stuff in there. Some good thoughts on how technology is maybe not being utilized the best way because we're this disposable, our phones with planned obsolescence firmware and deliberately overusing memory to make people buy more of them. That kind of crap ticks me off, and he points it out in the video. And also he points out the fact that the way this stuff is advertised to us is extremely well targeted, and there's a gap in our educational system whereby people aren't aware that they're being sold and programmed on this stuff. And he mentions it in the video. I thought it was really awesome. I'd really love to see some better marketing understanding at the public school level, so people understand how some of this stuff is basically pushed on them and program them. But long story short, guys, I thought it was a really cool channel. He has some great videos, guys. I think you will enjoy it. Good stuff. I certainly did. I actually watched the video once more after that, so I've watched it 3 times. Let's see, what do we got in the chat here, guys? Scott says, I would like to watch your parachute build. That was a big parachute though, for 4 kilogram of payload. They included an ESC to burn the wire. Scott, I think this would be a fun build. I would really love to build an RC parachute, and I have a little bit of experience on that because I had to do a lot of work with the parachute system to bring back our high altitude balloon from we didn't quite hit the stratosphere, but brought it back from just about 60,000 feet without a scratch. So I think I could get the parachute sizing right. I'm pretty good with that. I agonized over those calculations. Tom's here. Tom Medellin is here. Good to see you, Tom. Jay says, Eric, what's the beer for the night? Jay, we already covered it earlier, but it is a homebrew lager, and it is amazing. I'm super impressed with it. I'm really enjoying that. It turned out pretty good. Pretty happy about that. Tom says, sorry I'm late. Thought it started later. No problem, Tom. Guys, yet another fellow YouTube content provider. If you hover over Tom's name in the chat, you will be able to see his channel. Tons and tons of stuff on amateur radio and some celebrity stuff. Tom's had a pretty crazy life. I get together with Tom and a couple other guys after hours sometimes on a G Plus hangout. They were nice enough to invite me. Really smart amateur radio guys. I've learned a lot from them. I just tune in and listen, and as I always do, and just see what I can sap up for knowledge. Really great guys. Let's see what else we got. Thurk said, sorry I'm late, just got a sword. Alright, let's see what else we got here tonight, guys. From the shop for this week, guys, this has been a busy week for me, and I finally delivered on some things for you guys. Finally. I said I would. We did our weekly viewer feedback show. I hope you liked it. I enjoy taking those. I love doing the feedback shows. I love doing the live show even more. Guys, I put out the Saudi Sat, the SO50, Sierra Oscar 50 amateur radio video. That was 3 passes of the SO50. Just me recording the downlink. It wasn't the best of passes, so there's a fair bit of noise in the background, but I think it turned out good. I was happy with the video. I was able to hear people from all over North America, from Texas to Massachusetts to Illinois, all over the place. Really enjoy listening to the Saudi Sat amateur radio satellite. There's not many of them left that are doing FM repeater, but there is plans for the Fox series soon. MSAT's gonna hook us back up. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, if you like that, check out that video. Guys, we've got some sneak peeks of some upcoming. This is where I've been busy, and I'm just gonna check out the chat real quick before I move into those and make sure I'm half up to date here. Make sure I don't. Leroy subscribed to Tom. Excellent, good stuff. You will enjoy Tom's videos. Said, Gur, I lost my internet connection. And Survival Tech Nord said the passes were great. Thank you, sir. I enjoyed those. I love going out in the snow. I don't have my HT here, but Actually, I do. It's way up there, but I can just take my scanner out. I love getting outside. It's winter here. It's winter for a long time here, and it's an excuse to get outside and go do something. And when it's a calm, cool night, it's fun to just go out in the middle of early, late evening and just hear that bird go over. And I didn't catch it on video, but the past before I heard a female ham twice on the satellite. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just fun. Just silly fun, guys. All right, sneak peeks, guys. The Lear Flight Sim. I said I'd get you a video. I did, but it was not easy. So I said I'd do a flight video of the Learjet. It was horrible. So the first video, I took the whole video and go to edit it and realized that the forward monitors are completely washed out, and there's nothing I can do to recover that in post. The data just wasn't there. They're just plain white. So if you wanted to see the instrument panel for 15 minutes, well, we could have. So I retook it 2 more times before I finally got something that was usable. And I'm editing it now. And I think it turned out all right, except for my sheer level of frustration due to the amount of failures before. I did lose my second camera. I had a second camera so I could do a zoomed in on the instrument panel for you guys, so you could see the ICAS and the primary flight display. Yeah, it didn't last. So I hope you guys like it. It took a lot of work. It was a lot of hours just for a silly takeoff, and I didn't follow the checklist. It's not by the numbers. I'll put a link in the description to that video if you want to see one that's by the numbers, but that one's just a takeoff, and I skip a lot of stuff. Let's see what else we got in the chat here real quick. Survival Tech Nord said it's winter here too, but it's cool to stand outside and catch it. Yeah, I catch the passes. Yeah, I totally agree. And Jay said snowing still here on the East Coast. Yeah, Jay, I know you're getting dumped on. We're getting dumped on tonight. We got about 30 centimeters in the last, I don't know how many hours. And Scott Walter says, just do a live Let's Fly. We can watch as you go. Yeah, I could do that, actually. We could do a live cast. We stream it on Twitch or something. But, yeah, and William's saying, yes, live fly. We could comment like the directors about what we'd like to see. Yeah, you guys be like, don't fly like that, crash into something. I know you guys. No, we could definitely do that at some point, guys. We can do a live cast of the flight, no problem. Let's see what else we got, guys. So I was able to do another mailbag. It turned out pretty good. I think you guys will like this one. It's something little. There's the standard Arduino parts, but there is some RC stuff in there that I've been sitting on for a while. I'm pretty happy with it. I haven't even started to edit it, but that'll be out soon. Guys, this one. So this one you haven't seen nor even heard of, and this is your sneak peek for the night, guys. So back in the summertime, when I had all that time off, when there wasn't nearly as many videos, I was working on a project, a fairly large and involved project. It involved Arduino microcontroller control and home appliance and a bunch of other silly ideas. And what I've done, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take it commercial. I think there's a market for this as a commercial product because I bought one of these items and I hated mine, so I made a better one. I changed my mind on that since. That's why I didn't show it, because I thought I'd go commercial, maybe do a Kickstarter. I've decided I'm giving it away open source. The basic design and the Arduino code, I'm giving it out, and you're going to see that coming up soon. It's a pretty big item, and it's some of the most involved Arduino code that I have ever written. It took me a lot of hours, and I'm pretty proud of the code. I'm sure the programmers out there will look at it and laugh at me. I'm not a coder, but it works, and it does exactly what I want it to do. And yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I know it's a little mysterious, but I'll have a video for that soon, guys. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you can use it. and I hope someone out there can use it because, yeah, well, that's why we're going to give it out open source. And looks like I am caught up. Good enough, guys. We're moving on. We're going to do an update on the Bitcoin miner. So yesterday afternoon, I was finally able, because I got the flight sim video done, I could re-hijack my Ethernet port to hook the Raspberry Pi and the Bitcoin miner up to. And that is back working, and I'm monitoring the power consumption of it. And we're going to resume that as just it'll be a small update in the future, and I'll let you guys know. What happened, one of the comments on the early video was that someone said, at best you would $1 per month. Well, at last night's Bitcoin prices, at the hashing rate I was doing, it cleared, it was 20 cents in a matter of, it wasn't even full overnight hours. And my hydro here is pretty cheap at night, so that's all I'll say on it. We're not going to make any money off this, but I will, or any major money, but it's a fun experiment, so look forward to that video coming up, guys. Something to think about, and I want your input, guys. The high altitude balloon, for those of you who don't know, I launched a balloon to about 60,000, well, it's 58,000 feet last year. We were shooting for a lot higher. It's time to start thinking about it again. I would like to do another launch of the high altitude balloon, but I can tell you it's not cheap. I have to renew the GPS tracking subscription for the one tracker. We need a new balloon. Helium is very expensive here. We need a whole bunch of helium. We need a bigger balloon, which is going to cost even more money. And I'm getting married this year. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do this, or if we're going to do this, or how I'm going to make it work. And I want to know what you guys think. Do you want to see another high altitude balloon launch? Because we have all the systems and we have the cameras and we're probably good to go. If you're interested in seeing that, please let me know. And maybe, do you think we could do like a small Kickstarter? Like it's not a huge amount of money. It's just enough. Like I just ballpark it at like $500 would probably cover it. What do you guys think? I'm open to suggestions on this. Looking to you guys. Let's see what else we got. Still going to do a video on the smoke gas sensor, guys. I have that on the bench. I just haven't done it. Projects Without Borders. I am still working towards this, and I will be asking for some info from you guys upcoming. I have some ideas for this project to use some electronics and maybe take our cool technology and make it useful somewhere else in the world. This will be a community project. I will be looking towards you guys. I'll set something up and we can share the information. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one a lot, guys. I think that's about it for now. Let's see what I missed in the chat here, guys. Jay said, hey Eric, I found something different for the 433 megahertz up down link for you. I'll send it later, the link. Okay, sounds cool. Morwick said you need some S1 miners. Yeah, more Bitcoin miners. Survival Tech Nord said, crowdfunding, yes. Jay said, I want to see another launch, need to be live. Yeah, that would be trickier for us to do the high altitude balloon launch live. I think we could do it. It's just trickier from the locations. We don't have the crazy bandwidth on our cell towers to maintain the live connection, but I would like to investigate that. I think that would be a lot of fun, rather than just the live tracking, which hopefully will work this year if we do this. But yeah, we'll see. Survival Tech Nord. Yes, how? Please, let's do it. What is HAL? Lost me. Morwick said Kickstarter for sure. Oh, cool. Sounds good, Morwick. Yes, I like that idea. Hopefully we can make that happen. And Scott Walter says, I would be interested in what the rewards would be like, linked to onboard repeater or recorder. Yeah, that would be the tricky part, is there's only so much for rewards we can give. So yeah, I don't know. We can definitely, I can actually, if we're scoping this early on, I can make some room in the payload module for someone else to launch something else up. But then we have all the logistics and stuff that I need to know accurate weights and balance long before the launch date. So it was bad enough just me coordinating everything last time. So I have to work on that. I have to see what we can do. Guitar Peter 04 said, Eric, any plans for building a quadcopter? No. I would love to build one of the 250 size quads, but I can't finish any of the projects I already have. I do have a little nano quad, the little FPV one, that I hardly use lately because I can't get out to even fly indoors when the weather's crummy. Actually, tonight's the night the guys fly indoors here at the local high school, so I would love to do a 250 size quad though, but right now I have too many projects, and I don't think I have plenty enough to keep me busy, and the pricing on that stuff is still a little expensive in my opinion. So we'll see. I would love to do one though someday. Oh, Survival Tech Nord said he meant HAB. Gotcha. HAB is high altitude balloon guy. He says, I hate this keyboard. I hear you, buddy. I hear ya. Let's see what else I've got. I'm just going to take a quick look here, guys, and see where we're at. What are we at for time here? I have no idea. Doesn't really matter. It's alright. We've got time. Guys, lots of people in the chat tonight. Lots of good conversation. I'm loving it, guys. And I think we're going to open up the Skype lines here shortly. So if I'd love to hear what you guys are making. If you guys have any projects on the go, I'd love to hear about it. And I'm going to open those up. Actually, I'm going to open those up right now, guys. Let me get this fired up. Throw the headset on so you guys don't have any crazy backlash from the speakers or anything like that. And we'll get this fired up. Guys, the Skype username is at the top right. If you're interested in adding me in, you are more than welcome to add me and dial in, and I will continue on. In the meantime, we'll see if we get any callers. If not, that's okay too. Looks like we're almost right at the hour. We go over the hour a little bit lately. Not a problem, guys. I don't have anything super pressing here tonight. If we can get my PC to comply here, we will be all set. There we go. We are all set. We will carry on, perhaps. If we're lucky, we'll carry on. Let's see. Sorry for all the dead air here, guys. It's one of these things, coordinating both sides. Let's see what else we got. We've got a tech tip of the week, guys. Some of you may have heard this one before from me, but I think it bears sharing again. Not much to see on the screen here. It's a big list, and what it is a list of saved web pages. We buy, as makers and tinkerers, we buy a lot of components and parts and nifty stuff, RC stuff. It never fails that sooner or later you need to go back and find out something about model number or a data sheet or information on a part you've bought. What I do, guys, I save every single, when I buy something from a vendor or eBay, mostly eBay, I save it as a complete website. Just save the complete website to my Dropbox folder. And then later I can go back and look at all the different pictures, the data sheets. I also save the data sheets in here, and all that information is available because the stuff you buy from vendors, especially eBay, goes away after 30 or 60 days. It goes out of your history and it's just like it never happened. So if you don't, a lot of the similar electronics components I buy will be only a little bit, like one model number off, and some of the stuff isn't labeled. This is where I can find that, and it shows me by date modified, so I can look at them. So I can find what I'm looking for. You can also save them as PDF files or Word files or whatever you want, but I advocate saving them as a complete web page because then all the information within it and the different pictures still... Guys, it works for me, and it's saved my bacon so many times. One of these things, I wish I would have thought of it years ago, because I would have a lot more information on some of the really goofy stuff I have in the heap that I don't even know what it is anymore. I hope that helps somebody else out. Let's see what we got. Leroy said you could offer a level where you can have your name on a plaque or something in the payload bay. Absolutely, I could, Leroy. We could do that. Survival Tech Nord, Eric, I'm good for part of the HAB cost and pledge €25 to start things off. Thank you, sir. That's most gracious. I think we will set something up. What I've got to do first, before we go that far, I just was gauging interest, guys, and looking for your input, and I appreciate it. What I need to do now is I need to go find out exactly what it's going to cost, because I don't want to over or understate things, and I'm going to be dealing with a bigger balloon than what I had last year, so things are a little bit different. But most of the rest of it, it's only balloon and helium and a few minor things. We have all the support equipment already, so we can make this happen. Am I spare? Well, all I'm going to have to tear out. I have to get the kids ready for bed. Thanks, Eric, for the invite. Night all. Good to see you, sir. Have a good night. Leroy said, yeah, I started to save all the eBay stuff I buy just for that reason. Yeah, totally. I agree fully. Leroy said the LCD screens from eBay are the worst to find information about. Actually, I think we've covered this before, and I totally agree. Some of the LCD screens, there are so many of them with minor variations and different chipsets. To find that information after the fact is nearly impossible. And I'm pretty sure it's multiple times I've been helped out in the community here with my LCD screens for exactly that reason, that I didn't save that file. Yeah, it works out good for me. Guys, all right, let's see. I think we're gonna close things down here shortly. No calls on the Skype lines, guys. Only a couple more minutes. If you feel like calling in, please go ahead, and we're gonna close things down. Some closing thoughts tonight, guys. Totally not tech related, guys. Just something I ran across this week, and it's not even a new video. It was new to me. So this one is also linked from the website. Found this doctor making house calls to people without homes. This guy is in the US, and he goes out and he offers medical care to homeless people. I thought this worthy of sharing because it's something that's so rare, and with today's laws and lawsuits. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna hit Jay's call. Hey Jay, how's it going?
Hey,
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit, sir.
oh,
Yeah, that's better. Oh, I think we lost him. Yeah, we lost him. While Jay calls back, I'll finish that thought. So, not much to say on this, guys, other than it made me feel good to see that there was still people out there that were... Jay, you can call back, by the way, if your net connection's alive. It made me feel good to see that there's people out there, especially a doctor, that's willing to go out there and put himself out there and help people who are outside the system for help. And I thought it extremely rare because everybody's scared of being sued nowadays. And it's something not unlike the thoughts I have in mind for the Projects Without Borders, in that he has tools and medication and equipment available to him from, say, drug suppliers and stuff, probably promo stuff, and he goes out there and uses it for a good cause instead of just having it collect dust or giving it out in the emergency room. I thought it was really cool, guys. Made me feel good that there's still some good people out there, and there's some damn fine doctors out there. Guys, I think that is about it. I don't think Jay's going to call back. I think he must be having trouble with his internet connection. Go back to the chat real quick. See what I'm missing out on. Chong McBong said not having the info is half the fun. Yeah, that makes it a challenge on these parts. Oh, Jay's calling back. We'll give it another try here, guys. Let's give that one another try, Jay.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
It's going excellent. And you, sir?
I just lost my Wi-Fi here for just a minute or two.
Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah, I'm actually calling you from my cell phone, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my computer is down, so, my laptop, so. Anyway, I just wanted to actually update it on the NRF module. I got some great results on it.
Oh, very cool. Do tell.
I reached my 100-mile mark.
100 miles with the NRF modules.
and
That's
some
crazy.
and some repeaters, but I did reach it. I did manage to get some text about 100 miles away from it.
Very cool, sir.
And I just got to worry about the audio next. That's the next thing. But I will be uploading some this weekend, some coding on a Make community.
Looking forward to that. I'm sure some other people will be able to use that as well.
Well, that's one of the ideals I had for the border borderless project was communications.
I think that's a great idea.
That might help people out because it's hard to like communicate when somebody's in trouble, and these things, these modules and these little repeaters are so cheap. That I think that might help people in the long run to communicate over long distances without putting up a cell tower or something like that.
Very cool.
But anyway, I just wanted to touch base and say hello to everybody, and um, I'm sticking around as soon as I get back from the hospital tomorrow. So I just wanted to say hello. That's all.
No, I appreciate the call, Jay. Glad your dad's doing well. I hope he's doing better. I didn't catch that in the chat, but hopefully he's doing a little better.
He's a little better. He's up and run. I'm talking now a little bit and waking up back and forth.
Good stuff. Well, look forward to you sharing your project in the G Plus community. I'm sure a lot of people will check it out.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Very cool, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was Joseph in the chat, guys. Good stuff. Thank you for calling in. Lots of fun. Love talking to you guys. A lot of fun. What else did I miss out on here in the chat? Jay said not everyone has a phone. And Morwick said, I think power and light would have a bigger impact. Yeah, that's an interesting debate, guys, and something I've been agonizing over is what would be the best use of resources, or what can we accomplish quick and easy, or what would be the best fit to an actual problem. Tons and tons of info out there. I'm sure we could debate that all night long. Barry said, enjoyed the show. Thanks, from Victor Alpha 3 Foxtrot Alpha Tango. Very cool, Barry. Good to see you. And Survival Tech Nord, it's nice to hear your voices. Good stuff, guys. I think we're going to wrap this up for tonight. Really appreciate you guys joining in tonight. I have a blast with you on Mondays. Guys, if you don't mind, if you haven't already, click that thumbs up button down below if you like these type of videos. Really, really helps out. You can click the thumbs down too if you don't like these kind of videos, but I don't know why anyone would watch to, what are we at, an hour and 8 minutes if they didn't like it. Really appreciate this, guys. I have a blast. This is the highlight of my week. One of my favorite things is the live cast with you guys. I think we're finally getting it sorted out. The settings are kind of working other than the odd stutter. Hope you like the format. If you don't, I would love to know what you would like to see. Content you would like to see. I think we have a lot of the same interests, and odds are if there's something you want to see, I probably want to see it too. So don't be shy about shouting it out, and share stuff in the G Plus community so I can share it on here. That really helps too. It also helps everyone else see it. I think a lot of us are looking for the same information or interested in it, and YouTube is this great tool. I truly believe this YouTube platform is really going to take off. It is a truly social platform. I underestimated it for the longest time. I made videos just for the sake of making videos for a long time. And now I enjoy the social side of it more than anything because I get to learn from you guys at a crazy rate. I look at all your projects and your vids and your posts. It's just inspirational is all I can say, guys. Guys, good luck in all your electronics ventures. Have a great week. Cheers, guys.